Hi, welcome to the Virtual Cabinet Advanced Search tutorial. In this short video, we will cover some tips and tricks you can use when searching within Virtual Cabinet. Okay, here on the screen, I have the default search layout selected. At the top, we have some basic search options, and we have the keyword search at the top. If we do a basic search for the word test, you'll see here that I get two results. One result is in my in tray because the word test appears in the original file name, and I get one result in my client's filing cabinet because the word test appears in the user's email address that this was actually sent to. So as you can see, searching up the top here, although I do get my results, it can provide more results than you're looking for. If I clear my search, let's have a look at the advanced search options. Well, on the right hand side here we have the search criteria. If I pick a filing cabinet, it will show me all of the indexes applied to that filing cabinet. And you'll also notice that my document date, and actually all of my dates, are set to range. That's because under my default operators, I've set my date to be a range field. And the great thing that gives me is the ability to very quickly tick the box and start picking two dates to do a search on. As I scroll through these fields, if I was to pick a section, so correspondence, the fields down the bottom change in line with what can be filed in correspondence. So you can use these options to find documents that you're after. So in this case, we'll pick Harbour Seas, and we'll only be finding correspondence documents for Harbour Seas. So I'll only find it in the client's filing cabinet, and sure enough, when we scroll across, these will all be for Harbour Seas and will be the entire correspondence cabinet. Okay, let's have a look at some other options. If I clear my search, something that most people aren't aware of, if you've got virtual cabinets selected at the top here, you can actually choose your indexes. If I choose my indexes, I can choose a certain set of indexes that I always search on. So in this example, I'm going to pick client code and name. I'm also going to pick document entry date. What this gives me is, again, because I've got range set as my default operator, it allows me to search for my client quickly and search for my dates. If you put your cursor in one of the date fields and use the up or down arrow, this is correct for all date controls in Virtual Cabinet, you can cycle through information very quickly without having to launch the full calendar control. So in this example, I'll do a search, and that will find anything from the last 18 months or so. If I close Virtual Cabinet, go back in, I go to my search tab, by default it loads those fields ready for me to do my next search. Something else to be aware of, if I choose indexes, if you choose publish to portal, click OK, you can then pick your client, then pick is published to portal, do a search, and it will show me all documents that are currently published to the portal. So that's really useful if you're using our portal system, because you can just literally go straight to those documents very quickly.